Hi, welcome to another session of Cotton Boll and Consumer Judging Training. So this video is going to guide you guys through the wonders of the world of pajama pants. So there's tons of different styles of pajama pants. Some are designed for comfort, some are even designed for fashion, and I'm sure we've all seen people wearing them out in public, especially in the grocery stores. And if virtual learning keeps going, we're probably all going to be needing some more pajama pants. So when we're judging pajamas, there's a few things that we need to pay attention to compare them. The first is price. So you can get an inexpensive pair for about $10, but if you choose more trending, fashionable brands, you might be paying a lot more. So here we see an example of a Walmart brand, George brand pajama pants are only $10, but we can spend up to like $100 on some Polo Ralph Lauren joggers. You can find a ton of different patterns too. You can get striped, plaid, solid, cartoon characters, and a whole bunch more. One of the most important things that you need to consider when choosing pajama pants is the material that they're made out of. Do you want a warm pair? Do you want a cool pair? Do you want them to be stretchy? Lightweight pants for summer are usually made out of cotton, while winter pants are usually made out of like flannel or fleece. Your manual lists the following materials as those you should know for the competition. So we have viscose, spandex, cotton, polyester, and silk. So we'll start with viscose. It's also known as rayon. I think most people hear it as rayon more than viscose. And it's really neat because it's actually can be made like cotton, silk, or wool, depending on how it's manufactured. But it's not quite as durable as all of those natural fibers. So this might be a material for some of the more inexpensive pajama pants. Next, we have spandex. And spandex is used to make fabric stretchy, and it's often mixed with other fabrics like cotton. And it's always found in stretchy waistbands. Cotton fabric is great because it's natural, it's soft, absorbent, breathable, durable. And as we see in this example, it's great for the summer pants because it's nice and lightweight. Polyester is actually a synthetic or man-made material. It's not quite as absorbent or breathable, but it is less expensive. So oftentimes it's mixed with cotton in some of the less expensive choices of pajama pants. And silk, finally, is very soft and luxurious. It is a natural product, but it's usually really expensive. So when moving on to closures, most pajama pants have a stretchy waistband, and many men's styles also have what's called a functioning fly. And the leg opening can either be jogger style or with a band at the bottom, or a straight leg where the width of the pant is the same all the way down. Or they can even be wide legs where the width of the pant increases as you go down, kind of like bell bottoms. So here we have joggers, we have straight leg, and we have wide leg. Sizing is also important to look at. Most styles, typically run from small or extra small up to extra large, but not all brands fit the same way, especially if you're comparing products made in the USA versus those made overseas. That's why you should always know your measurements. So for this pair, it has measurements of the waist, which is right about where your belly button is, and the length, and that's from the very top of the material all the way down to the leg opening. Finally, something that is important when choosing children's pajamas is safety. The United States requires that sleepwear for kids over 9 months old, and that's about the age when babies can like become mobile, to be either tagged as tight fitting or flame resistant. Adult clothing doesn't have the same requirement, but you will commonly see this on children's pajamas. So let's judge a practice class. Here's our scenario. It says, Hayden wants a pair of pajama pants to hang out in after school this winter. He likes the look of joggers because they look okay if people stop by the house. He does not like cartoon characters on his pants, and his mom said he can only spend $30. So let's see what's important. So first we see that Hayden wants these pajama pants for the winter. So now, granted, we live in coastal Georgia and it rarely gets cold here, but we're just going to assume that it isn't going to be 90 degrees in December. So that means he needs a thicker material like maybe fleece or flannel or even heavy cotton. Next, we see that he likes the look of joggers, and that's the style that has the tighter band at the bottom. And finally, well, we have one more, but we do see that he doesn't like cartoon characters on his pants and that he only has $30 to spend, or his mom said he really should only spend $30. So just like last time, we're going to write our important words on our judging chart. So remember, he needs pants that are good for winter weather. He really likes the look of joggers, no cartoon characters, and they need to be under $30. So product number one is a pair of LL Bean plaid flannel sleeping pants. So this flannel, is this good for winter? Is this a good cold weather material? It is. Flannel is good for winter. What about the leg opening? Is this the style that Hayden likes? It's not, and it's not listed on here, but we can see this is actually a straight leg design. So what about the design of it? It's plaid, so that really means that there's no cartoon character, so it works for him. And finally, are they under $30? We'll see they're actually closer to $40, so they don't really meet that criteria. All right, product number two is a pair of SpongeBob joggers from Amazon. So let's see if the material is good for winter. Let's look through this description here. It says materials made of high quality polyester, breathable, lightweight, comfortable, more skin friendly. I'm gonna say no because it's made out of lightweight polyester, so that's probably kind of thin. Now let's look and see if they are the style Hayden likes. They are technically joggers, so he does like joggers. What about the pattern? These are just about as cartoony as you can get, so that does not meet Hayden's needs. And finally, for the price, we see that they are $27.99, so they do fit within that below $30 limit. All right, product number three is a pair of tapered joggers from Old Navy. So what about the fabric? Let's look over here and see what kind of fabric we have. We see that it is fleece, which is a good winter choice. It's a little bit warmer. There are definitely joggers in the name. And the pattern is a nice solid, so that would meet what Hayden likes without any cartoon characters on it. Finally, let's look at that price. $29.99, that is under $30, so that works as well. And finally, the last choice is a pair of fleece sweatpants from Walmart. We see that they are made out of fleece, and we've already determined that fleece is a good winter material. The leg opening, though, let's look at that. Does that meet the criteria for Hayden? Is that a jogger style? Not really. It's called an open bottom, which is sort of similar to a straight leg. The pattern is good. It's solid. Hayden likes that. And the price is good. It's $17.99, so it's well within the $30 limit. So now we're going to judge this. So let's think about if there are any easy ones. Does any of the choices stick out as a clear winner to you guys? I chose 3 because we'll see that it has check marks for everything. It meets all of the criteria that Hayden had. So I think that number 3 is a pretty clear winner. I also see that number 4 can be second, because the only criteria it didn't meet was the open bottom. So it met the fleece winter material. It doesn't have cartoons and it's under $30. So that would be a good second. So now let's think about the bottom pair. We have to think about the last 2 on here, number 1 and number 2. This one's a little bit more difficult because we'll see that product 1 meets 2 out of 4 of his needs, and product 2 also meets 2 out of 4 of his needs. So we need to decide if anything is a big deal breaker that would put one of these pairs of pajama pants at the bottom. This is where we might disagree, and again, that's fine, because when you get to do your oral reasons, you can explain why you chose the placing you did. So I felt that the deal breaker might have been cost, because Hayden's mom said he could only spend $30. You maybe have said that there is no way that Hayden would have worn SpongeBob joggers, and that might have been a deal breaker for you. But here, I chose to rank the bottom 2 products as 2 and then 1, mainly because of cost. So again, we're going to put this on our answer sheet. So we need to find the choice that matches 3, 4, 2, 1. We'll find that in this third column where the 3s are. We'll see it's at the very bottom there, and we'll bubble it in for the competition. And if this category was chosen as the one that I could explain my reasons, we're going to go through this. So I might say I placed this class of pajama pants, and then we'll put our placing 3, 4, 2, 1. In the top pair, I placed number 3 over number 4 because number 3 meets all of the criteria. I do grant, remember, grant is that word where we say something good about the second choice. I do grant number 4 is a good material and color, but I fault it for not being the jogger style that he wanted. I felt that this was an easy pair because number 3 met all of the criteria and number 4 was not the style he prefers. In my middle pair, I placed number 4 over number 2 because number 4 is a good material, color, and price. I fault number 2 because they're not a good material and they are covered in cartoon characters. I also said this was an easy pair because number 4 met 3 of the criteria while number 2 only met 2 of the criteria. Now moving on to the bottom pair, I placed number 2 over number 1 because number 2 is within budget and it is a jogger style. And I placed number 1 at the bottom because it's more money than we have to spend. Our mom said we can only spend $30. I actually said this was a hard pair because I had to decide if cost or style was the most important thing to Hayden. So to summarize, for these reasons, I placed this class of pajama pants 3, 4, 2, 1. Thank you. All right, so now that we've judged that, you'll see another example in your judging classes packet that's on the website or in your packet. Again, feel free to reach out to us with any questions about judging, and we'll see you next time.